In this video I'm going to show how my application works with setting radio commands to say intentions if you're in Aerofly, and specifically if you're in VR. Now, I did not film this in VR because I find that filming in VR makes it kind of choppy, so I'm just going to run it as 2D. And you could run this program as 2D too and just put on a separate tablet, but I want to actually do an actual flight so you can kind of see how all the air traffic stuff works, because actually it's pretty neat. So I'm in KDET, A Young Municipal Airport. If I click on that airport, I get this dialog box right here, which has all the frequencies set and ready to go. All I gotta do is just, if I want to do ATIS, I just click on one. I've already got that one sitting up there. It's right there. And then, of course, if I want tower, that's already set up too. So what I want is I want my ATIS information first. Now, like you've seen in my other video, if I am in VR, this screen is way over to my right side, and if I do hit the SayIntentions screen, is way over on my left side. But anyway, so I can go ahead and swap to get to my ATIS, and you can see it worked right here. So here's SayIntentions, and it's not reading the information back to me like it normally does. I'm not really sure why that's been happening on my computer lately, but it's fine. I can kind of see what it is, so I'm all set. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to swap back to the tower frequency. And actually, I don't want tower. I made a mistake. So I'll swap back, and instead of, well, I won't. I'm going to actually go and I'm going to put ground as my COM1. And you can see 121.25. It did that. I'll swap that over. And so now I'm all set. So I got ground ready to go and tower ready to go. Now I want to do my route. Okay, so before I do anything, I want to do my route. So I come here, I scroll down a little bit, and I have from. So that goes into my from box. You can see I did it right there. Now I want to go over to Ann Arbor Airport. And I don't want to be, I could just pan the map over to it, but if I want to go to it, I can just come in here because I know what the address is. Do KARB and click go to, and it's going to take me right to it right there. I click on that one, and now I'm at Ann Arbor Municipal Airport, and I can make that as my to spot. And when I click route, it's going to route between me and, or between where I'm at KDET and to KARB. So that's all set up. The other thing that I can do that's actually really cool is as I go along this route, you can kind of see it right here, I'm going to cross a couple airports. So this is KDTW. This is the main Romulus airport. So I'm going to be running at 1,500 feet VFR, so I don't need to worry about them. I'll be underneath their Class B airspace, so I'm good. But I am going to be crossing over Willow Run, which is right here. And here's a kind of neat thing. If you click on the airport and you click airspace right here, it will give you a circle showing you the 5-mile range and the 10-mile range. Now, I know this isn't perfect according to IFR charts. I'm not trying to do that with this application. I'm just showing you, hey, here's your 5-mile ring, here's your 10-mile ring. And then if you want to see more information, you just click the view on SkyVector, and it will take you to either directly to where that is or where you can search for it on SkyVector for that particular airport. And then I can come over to my Ann Arbor. I can click here, scroll down. I can get the airspace on that one too. So this way I kind of get an idea where I'm going, what airspaces I'm going to be crossing, and then when I'm going to eventually get to my airport, which is actually pretty cool. And so I can go back to my follow aircraft, so it takes me right back to where I'm at. Might want to zoom in a little bit. Sometimes when you have the plane over the top of the icon like that, it makes it kind of hard to click on, especially in VR. So I just zoom in a little bit, and I click back on here. And of course, I got my frequencies set up. There's my tower 121.3 and my ground 121.5. So let's go ahead and talk to ATC and see. I'm going to try to get it to let me take off from here, but it probably won't. It'll make me have to taxi. So let's see what happens. Detroit ground, Aerocopter 135 at South Ramp. Request takeoff from South Ramp, VFR to Ann Arbor at 1,500 feet.
Eurocopter 135, taxi to runway 33 via Alpha. Contact tower on 121.3 when ready for departure.
Okay, so it's not going to let me do what I want to do. I want to take off from right there, so it's going to make me taxi to runway 33, so that's fine. Taxi to runway 33 via Alpha, contact tower on 121.3 when ready for departure. Eurocopter 135. Okay, so I'm going to taxi over, and we'll pick this up when I get to the runway. I'm not going to actually film the parts of the flight that nobody wants to see, where it's just me flying in the air. We'll just go to where it's pertinent. Okay, now I'm at runway 33, ready to take off, so I'm going to go ahead and ask tower to take off. Detroit Tower, Eurocopter 135, ready for takeoff to Ann Arbor at 1,500 feet. I am at runway 33. heading straight out.
Eurocopter 135, runway 33, winds 190 at 11, gusting 16. Cleared for takeoff.
Okay, they gave me a clear for takeoff, and actually I messed up, and I think I was still on ground at that point. Yeah, I actually asked ground for takeoff, but it cleared me anyways. So basically, I'm going to now get myself going. I'll get to 1,500 feet, and we'll pick up when I'm ready to cross over the Willow Run airspace. Okay, you can see right now that I'm starting to cross into 10 nautical mile area of Willow Run Airport. I don't need to do anything until I hit the inner circle, which is the 5 nautical mile area. I might as well start setting some things up. So I go in here, and I want to contact their tower, put that on the COM 1. Okay, I'm going to swap them because I'm going to talk to them first when I'm ready. And I'm going to come over to the Ann Arbor one. Sometimes it does that. And I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go to their tower. So I got Ann Arbor sitting here on standby, and I've got Willow Run tower sitting right there. When I get a little bit closer to the 5 nautical mile mark, I'll call them there. So we'll pick up at that point. Okay, now I'm starting to approach the 5 nautical mile area from Willow Run Airport, where I'm going to be transitioning airspace. You can actually see off to the left, you might see one of the runways right there. I'm not sure if it will show up in the video, but let's go ahead and call tower. Willow Run Tower, Eurocopter 135, 5 miles northeast at 1,500 feet. Request westbound transition through your airspace to Ann Arbor.
Eurocopter 135, transition approved. Maintain VFR at or below 1500 feet. Report when clear of Willow Run airspace.
Maintain VFR at or below 1,500 feet. Report when clear of Willow Run airspace. Eurocopter 135. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'll fly a little bit more, and I'm actually going to exit a little bit more to the north than I want to, so I can jump into Ann Arbor without just crossing directly into it. So we'll pick up at that point. Okay, so you can see here I'm about ready to exit out of the 5 nautical mile airspace for Willow Run. So I can go ahead and let them know that. Willow Run Tower, Eurocopter 135. I am exiting your airspace to the west, about 5 nautical miles to the northwest, and heading to Ann Arbor.
Eurocopter 135, frequency change approved. Have a safe flight to Ann Arbor.
Frequency change approved. Eurocopter 135. Have a good day. Okay, now I've done that, so you can see I'm flying a little bit parallel to the Ann Arbor Airport, so I'm going to go ahead and turn myself and start kind of heading towards the Ann Arbor Airport. I'll be hitting into their 5 nautical mile space pretty shortly. And when I hit there, I will request a landing. Okay, you can see now I'm just entering their 5 nautical mile mark for Ann Arbor Tower, so I'm going to go ahead and give them a call. And first I better switch my frequency over to their frequency. There we go. Okay. Ann Arbor Tower, Eurocopter 135. I am 5 miles northeast at 1,500 feet, inbound for landing at the Gent Center ramp.
Eurocopter 135, Ann Arbor Tower. Continue inbound for runway 24. Clear to land. After landing, taxi to the center ramp via Alpha.
Okay. They didn't let me get away with it. I was trying to actually land at the FBO center, but I'm going to actually ask them one more time and see if they can get me to there. Ann Arbor Tower, this is Eurocopter 135. I'm in a helicopter. I'd like to actually land at the FBO parking lot.
Eurocopter 135, cleared to land at the FBO parking lot. Winds 190 at 5.
Clear to land at the FBO parking lot. Winds 190 at 5. Eurocopter 135. So I've been having some fun with SayIntentions and trying to land at parking lot areas and stuff like that because I'm in a helicopter and it's kind of fun. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I mean, the rest of it's just going to be a landing. Nobody really wants to watch that. So I just want to show you how kind of the communications worked and how well the application I have that I built works with SayIntentions going through Aerofly. And if we were in VR, this would be absolutely phenomenal.